Alright, on this episode we're going to take down the Grass Club with Energy Burn. We're running 4 Charmander, 3 Charmeleon, and 2 Charizards. Unlike the previous 2 starter decks, we're going to actually use Charmeleon more than Charizard. Charmeleon Slash does a decent amount of damage for what it is, and then also the fact that it's colorless means you can use a double colorless to power it up. Flamethrower, you have to have 2 fire energies, and you have to discard one whenever you use it, so it's kind of a pain. And Charizard's Fire Spin is even worse. You have to dump 2 energy cards in order to do the 100 damage, which any of you math wizards will know is the exact same discard of this, except it does 50, so whatever you're trying to hit, this is basically a nuke, is what it is. However, the exchange for this is that Charizard's Energy Burn will basically turn even double colorless energies into fire type energies. In fact, there's a trainer or a character we'll have to battle later in the game who runs an entire deck of water energies, yet still runs the Char line because you can use Energy Burn. There's colorless attacks for both of these, so it works. Now, unfortunately, this is going to require you to beat the game or get cards from somebody who has, and not only from somebody who has, somebody who's probably cloned them. You need 4 of the legendary Moltres card. This is one of the Gameboy cards, and I should probably make a short video on that and put that into the NSO guides. But basically, there's a bunch of cards that exist purely for the Gameboy game because there's RNG mechanics. So when you put Moltres on the bench, except during the first turn, you can put 1 to 4 chosen at random, which means it's just going to roll a d4 and then figure it out. Energy cards from your deck into your hand, and then it'll shuffle the deck after. So this is how we're going to be drawing out energy cards. And then Dive Bomb works the exact same as the other Moltres that does Wildfire, except instead of doing 80 and costing 4, it does 70 and costs 3. An alternative is just to use the Magmar from Coliseum, or technically this is Fossil, but I think it's from the Coliseum pack. It could be from Mystery, but I don't fully remember. Basically just this Magmar you can use to stall while you set everything up. It doesn't cost any energies, and it's got a decent amount of HP. So, you got a severe water energy with this deck though, so obviously don't try to use it with Rain Dance. Running 2 Professor Oaks and 4 Bills for mobility. 2 Pokemon Breeder, because we're not as, gung-ho to evolve Charizard. We don't even need Pokemon Trader, because we don't need to evolve stuff, so I'm not running those. 4 Energy Retrieval. These are critical. You could also run a Super Energy Retrieval, but we don't have it at this point in the game. Or at least we wouldn't, because we haven't fought a rival. I know we wouldn't have the Moltres, but I'm just, whatever. You need these, because you're going to be dumping so many energy cards between Charmeleon and Charizard. You could also run Super Energy Retrieval, but it's up to you. You have to use 2 cards to get... It's the same amount, it's just it gives you an extra... Or it's the same ratio, it's just a much larger batch. Energy removal to shut down setup's kind of critical. Computer search to move through our deck and find stuff we need. 4 plus powers just to pick up KOs. An item finder... 3 Gust of Winds, 1 De-Evolution Spray. This is actually so we can get Charizard back to Charmeleon if we need to. Yeah. So, if we use Energy Burn, we only have 1 energy, or sorry, if we use the Fire Blast, whatever that... What move was it? So I have this because if we use Fire Spin, and then we're down to 2 energies, but we only have 1 in our hand, we can't do anything, but with this we might be able to devolve it into Charmeleon and then use either Flamethrower or Slash. Not running any meds, because why would I? 16 fire energies, and all 4 double colorless. This is a lot of energies, and I'm kind of worried we're going to get bricked. As I said, Charizard is kind of a difficult deck to run. It's not that great. But we'll be going against the Grass Club, so it shouldn't be that bad. Pretty sure this is another mono type. Also, that's one of the Fighting Club members. We'll probably do that very soon anyway. I need to fight all the Grass Club members to find the leader. And we open with Charmander and Charmeleon, which is a great way to go, because we can use fire energies. Our Charmander only requires one, we got plenty of energies for that. So we can just start popping off. Ooh, Moltres. This will help us with deck thinning as well. So now it's gonna just randomly give us fire energies. We get one. Oh, just one. Okay. That's fine, we still gain. And I'm just gonna use Scratch. I keep using Scratch until the next turn, because then I can use Slash and just pick up the KO like that with 3 energies as opposed to 2. Because Charmander's fire type attack also, or the one that requires fire energy also costs an energy to do. Ember, discard 1 fire energy, so kind of the gimmick with a lot of the fire type Pokemon is that they have a lot of damage, but you gotta pay for it. Now the reason we're running double colorless is because we can just keep, so if I put this on Charmeleon, we can basically do 5 flamethrowers if we wanted to. Largely with no consequence because we have, sorry, not 5, we can do 2 of them and then still have Slash, and then I have plenty of fire energies in my hand to get more. I think on this we're just going to do Slash because Nidoran, you can pick up the KO in 2 hits. Yes, I can start setting up Moltres. I don't necessarily plan to use Moltres, but obviously we may need to. Also keep in mind, energy retrieval only helps you get basic energies out, so only really use the colorless on the Charmeleons, or Charizards, whichever. Also to note, if you put 2 double colorless energies on your Charizard and then do its fire attack, it's not going to end well because unfortunately, when it says remove 2 energies, that's remove 2 energy cards, not remove 2 energies. That's alright. We got Charizard set up, I'll nuke everything into oblivion. She gives Mystery. I do not want to battle you again, Brittany. Battle her last, she'll just tell me immediately, so let's go ahead and do this one. Alright, this is one of the sucky things. We have to use Moltres now, which isn't great for us because it means we're not even going to be able to get to use its ability, but just the way it is sometimes. Glad she's taking the time to use such an obsolete move as Sprout. She don't want to remove the energy from it because it's going to keep doing that, and I would rather it keep doing that long enough for me to get Dive Bomb. Now, goodbye, Oddish. Other plus power. Yeah, it'll play every single time you get a single energy score up to 2. It's gonna start setting Charmeleon up. I mean, I could have used Breeder and went straight to Charizard, but I don't really think that's the ideal play here. Actually, I think Moltres, as long as it can keep getting its head squeak and sweep the Dive Bomb. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. You know what? Her entire deck is a stall deck, I just noticed. She has Oddish to paralyze you, and then she has that to paralyze you. You are only putting off the inevitable, lady. In fact, it's going to make it incredibly painful for you whenever I actually finally can pop off. I could have used my plus powers, but I didn't want to waste them on a Tails coin flip. I'd rather just take the guaranteed 70 and save those for something else. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and shut down Lickitung because he's getting my nerves. And another fire energy on Charizard. We're gonna keep putting them on Charizard because our plan here is just gonna be to... So, if this deck had successfully stalled all the way through Moltres, we would have sent out Charizard and then used an energy retrieval and just kept using the Fire Spin on everything, but we didn't really need to do that. The last one, and go fight the Grass Club leader. Hey, look at that, we actually started with Charmander. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, actually no, Ditto's not that big of an issue. So, I was talking about the Game Boy cards earlier. There's 2 cards from the actual TCG from this era that never got put into the game. The Ditto and the Electrode, and they're not nearly as good, so anytime you see a deck featuring Ditto or Electrode on blogs or anything like that, don't use them. They're impossible in this game. They don't work the same way, they don't do the same thing, just don't use them. Don't know if that's worth it, but I'll do it anyway. Oh, she runs the Eevee deck, that's right. So she's actually one of the harder trainers to farm out because she has every evolution in her deck. Fortunately, we will have to do this. May actually beat me, especially if she gets a Vaporeon. Gives me first is we get a Charizard or something. Oh, Charmeleon, that's what we want. I think that undoes the effect of Tail Wag. Yeah, because when you evolve, it'll undo your status effects, so. Oh, good, she got Jolteon instead. And she's also running the Gameboy Jolteon. Oh no, she's not. She's running the... What? Oh, okay. So all the original Jungle Eevees have Quick Attack as their move. There are Gameboy evolutions, and I can showcase the deck with those later. Probably. Where they only use colorless energies. So you can run an entire deck of evolutions and just use whatever energy to really just mess with your opponent until they realize, you know, you're running an Eevee deck, in which case you're screwed, but I believe that was an energy retrieval I just picked up. So with that, I can... Oh, thank God I got Charmander. With that, we can go ahead and dump one card from our hand, which in this case is going to be the Breeder. Now we can grab both of those back out, put one of them back on Charmeleon's. Gale and Ditto here. And because she has nothing left on her bench, we win. That could have actually gone really bad for us with a mono-type deck. I remember when I said fire-type cards had a lot of, like, energy burn or, like, recoil and stuff? Yeah, that flamethrower recoil. She just said Grass Club leader is at Ishihara's house, which is up here on the Cape. Now, you can also talk to Ishihara and get trades every once in a while. You can also check the books for little hints and stuff. Not super critical. Any card you could get from him, you can get from the Challenge Cup as well. And once you beat the 5th badge, or get the 5th medal, it's open constantly, so... Though it occurs to me... Alright, I made a slight mistake in this episode planning. After you beat the 3rd Challenge Cup, the Challenge Hall is open. You can get a promo level 60 Mewtwo. It's not required, and you can still get it by farming the Challenge Cup later. All you have to do is win 3 random battles. I'm gonna skip it because I'm already almost done with the Grass one, and I don't want to keep doing this, but... Basically, it's a thing you can do. It's a good Mewtwo card. Let me go ahead and just pull it up real quick. Is this one right here. Has energy absorption, so you can choose 2 energy cards from your discard pile and then attach them to Mewtwo. And then Cybern, which is just 40 damage. You also get one later in the game. You're just given one, and once you beat a certain guy, that does the exact same thing, it just has different artwork. And anytime you challenge the Challenge Cup, you can get either one of them as part of your rewards, so... it is still just, oops. Actually, this Mew is a promo card you can get as well, but we'll get to that when we get to it. This Mewtwo is actually from the Laboratory pack, so... But you'll see the promo Mewtwo that we get from this in a lot of decks if you look at blogs or anything. So, Challenge Cup may be something you need to farm, or find a friend who has all the cards and is willing to either share or clone them for you. So now we're going to go ahead and finish up the Grass Club here. And we battle Nikki, who looks completely different than her... Oh, wait, never mind. For some reason I thought she looked a lot like Erica in the game, but I guess I'm mixing stuff up. And we didn't start with the basic again. The other thing you could do is swap out 2 of the Moltres for 2 Magmar. So you don't have to run quite so many of the big Moltres. I just cannot get a basic. There's 4 of them in the deck. Over 15. Fortunately, go second. Which against this means stalling. We do want to use Moltres every time we get it, because this is helping thin out our deck of all the energies we have, and then we can start getting to Bills, Professor Oaks, and everything else. What's my Gust of Wind here? I got Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur needs 2 energies to even attack, so I'll take way less time. Use Ember to pick up the KO and hopefully get it something good in the prize cards. Fire Energy, yay! Oh. That is an interesting call. How much she's burning through her deck, you could probably beat her with a mill. Run a Moltres Mill. Oh, that Exeggutor is scary. Poison sucks in this game. So it's between both turns, not just at the end of your own turn. So I think I can pick up the KO with Ember here, so I might as well. This is not going to be fun. Charmander is pretty much on a death sentence. I think he dies next turn, so... Fortunately, we got another one. Unfortunately, Exeggutor, as long as it gets heads, is picking up the KO. Yep, there we go. Okay. It's really funny that the deck I used to beat win last episode is the one that's probably going to beat me now. Could technically use that and get my fire energies back. I think I have to just go for Moltres' Dive Bomb at this juncture. Hope she doesn't get a ton of heads with Exeggutor. Well, yeah, that de-evolution spray did not do me any good. If she gets 3 heads in a row right now, I'm going to be incredibly pissed. She's going to get it. Oh, wow. Okay. Make a freaking liar out of me. Then again, I still have to get a heads on my attack, so I can still die here. Oh look, I died. Wonderful. And now you see just how bad Charizard decks actually are, because they're a pain to set up and they cost way too much energy. Honestly, I'm beginning to think we should just do a Moltres Mill on her. Fortunately, I literally cannot win here. I don't think. Maybe? I can barely win. Put that on Charmander, we'll use plus power. I don't want to, but I probably have to use Professor Oak and try to get another basic. Still. 2 energy removals. We're gonna use those on the... Oh, I really should block the Exeggutor, but I think I want to get rid of a couple of them. Exeggutor is gonna take like virtually nothing to get back up, so if I do my math correctly, 60 plus the 1, we got 70, okay. Fortunately, I think we're still screwed because we didn't get a single basic. We have to use Computer Surge. Use Breeder and dump the plus power. Moltres, or actually let's get Moltres because then we can get more energies out of the deck, but also have the 70 HP stall. I think we have a chance to turn this around. It's slim, but it is a chance. Just make sure I have... okay. Should pick up the KO. Of course I get Charmeleon when I don't have anything that I can... Good, it's about time you started getting some bad luck with your explosions. Like, she's had almost perfect rolls every single time. Alright, let's hope we actually get it here. Good. Eagle on. If I use Dive Bomb, it should pick up the KO even as is. Use Computer Search and get another Charmander. Bump. Plus power and Breeder. It was literally my next draw. Beautiful. And we'll start with the double colorless. Just gonna hope I get heads. And I don't, of course not. Why would I? Why do I keep... 50-50. Almost guarantee you she's setting up that Exeggutor again. Oh, she just stuck an Oddish on the bench. We win. What is the retreat cost on Moltres here? 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to retreat and Charmeleon. We don't want to retreat Charmeleon. We're going to use Gust of Wind, although in this case it's Gust of Wind. We're going to bring Oddish out, although we could have also done it with Bulbasaur. And then we're just going to go overkill with Flamethrower and pick up the last prize card. Even with this not so great deck, we managed to turn it around and actually win. I'm going to go ahead and call that a success. We haven't lost a single duel in this playthrough, and I am glad. Fortunately, we are going to have another rival in the next episode, and I'll be demonstrating the Dragonair Draught deck next. So we'll see how that goes out. I've never used that one before, so later.